Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Geno. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Geno on 1st down. And he'll get this to his running back, DJ Dallas. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Smith. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Loose inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Dallas, 65 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Cook. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 30. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a completion to Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there as they were able to connect. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers being chased out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Cook following the penalty. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And Cook will get in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jets are once again back in front.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. Geno now to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith now to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. They'll roll him out right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
A minute 55 left to go in the 1st half of play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And now another one thrown incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jets 17, Seahawks 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Now Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. He finds Wilson. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this,
it ain't lagging on mine. That's your system, because ain't nothing wrong with mine. Mine looking good out there, baby.
Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. He got 29 yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He lets it fly for Lockett, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion.
Here we go.
No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Smith throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half for this defense. They take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Pass complete. He's got Smith-Njigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Finding Smith-Njigba downfield. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba. 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Cook up the gut. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal.
And Cook will get in. He's got a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, after this, I got to go to the store, so I'll be back in like 15 minutes, though.
The Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Geno on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Now Smith. This is the tight end. And a loose football.
Smith's pass complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Jets.
Hey man, it's your favorite game, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm just playing it, man.
Pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Rodgers. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been.
And now here is another interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
Don't be mad, man.
This a 43-yard attempt.
They happen like that sometimes. They're not wrong with that. I ain't punish you though, so it's cool.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need.
No, that's I don't want to punish you, man. I just want to beat you by a couple points. That's all.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator,
I definitely will.
on the gas unless the head
You better
coach
practice
tells you
real
to
quick
do
for
so.
15, 10
Maybe
minutes.
close him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays.
I bet you won't.
And he will be brought down here inside inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Don't worry, I appreciate that.
Late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. For a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like
He was fast.
at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Smith. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Geno. He'll buy some time right. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Smith on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Down the right sideline. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
I gotta run to the store real quick. Like 15 minutes. Go ahead then, man. I can kick your butt when you get off. Ain't no problem, man. I'm always got room to kick somebody's butt, man. I'll punish you then, all right.
I'm one of the highest sports cars. This is top tier you can get into. This offense, they say